You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, aspiring actors. With me, Louise, the artistic director of Standby Method Acting Studio. And every week, I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid, working, unstoppable actor, because you 1000% can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready? Hello and welcome to episode 49 of the Unstoppable Actors podcast. How exciting that we're at 49 episodes. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so excited to share with you the 7 steps that are going to help you transform your acting dreams into actual success that you experience in reality. But before we do, if you are returning to the podcast, thank you so much for tuning in again. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. I always love recording these episodes for you. And if you're brand new, let me quickly introduce myself. Firstly, welcome. I hope you'll stick around and listen to more of the episodes. My name's Louise. I am the founder and artistic director of Standby Method Acting Studio, and I've been coaching actors for, I'm in my 13th year this year of doing it. How exciting. And I specialise in method acting. And I basically take actors who are unknowns, newbies, they've no idea what they're doing. They just know they've got this big dream, they've got a blank CV, and I help them develop their skills to such a level that they have been cast in Netflix dramas, Amazon Prime films, TV soaps, stage plays, and they have acquired representation from some of the most phenomenal agents in the biz. So I can help you. Now, before I get into today's juicy topic, I bet you are absolutely raring to go with this one because, so many actors have got amazing dreams in their head and they're great at, visualizing what it is that they want to achieve, but can struggle with the practicalities of it and the motivation behind that. But before I dive into that, I just want to let you know that on January the 29th, which is a Sunday, 5 p.m. UK time, 12 p.m. NYC time, we have got a phenomenal 2-hour online, immersive, intensive, practical workshop, which is called Character Development, Become One and Win More Roles. And I would love to invite you to come and take place in that class. It's free of charge. It's not a webinar. You're not going to be sat watching slides. You are going to be engaging in the class with other students. You're going to be given a script, a character to develop, and you're going to be given 3 absolutely phenomenal method acting exercises, which will transform your character work. To register for that, all you need to do is click the link directly underneath this podcast. I would love to see you there. Okay, let's get straight into this topic then. We are looking at all things transforming your dreams. So we want to take them out of your head into success. Now, I want you to have success in 2023 that blows your mind. And I want you to know that you are capable of making this happen. Now, if you're a complete newbie, I'm not saying you're going to go from where you are now all the way into Hollywood. That's not what I'm saying. Big success could be landing your first agent. It could be landing your first role. It could be getting yourself out to more auditions than you've ever been to in your life. Success is different for all of us. So obviously we're going to go through this podcast and we're going to define what success means to you for 2023. What I don't want you to do though with 2023, not with the start of it, is be like a bull in a china shop in January and have this chaotic, crazy energy, trying everything and throwing everything at the wall and then burning out come February. Because if you take that approach, not only will you burn out, but you will lose motivation. So what I believe is that small, regular actions that you're going to take will compound. So you want to go at a steady pace. You don't want to go erratic and crazy and chaotic because it's not sustainable. And actually, you want to be beavering away behind the scenes as well. It's not just about getting yourself in as many productions as you possibly can. It's what you do behind that to lay the foundations. So what I want to share with you is that as creatives, and this is just generally speaking, it's not speaking to individuals, but generally speaking, we are unorganized. We've got these wild ideas, we've got these big dreams because, of course, we've got an amazing imagination, but we don't stay organized. And you have got to stay organised. It is good to dream. It is good to use your imagination, but those dreams and that imagination need focusing into organised, practical action in reality. And that's what today's podcast is going to help you with. So for you to be able to manifest and create your dream career in 2023 with acting, you have got to start thinking like a business, or it will always be a chaotic dream in your head. And when I say chaotic, what I mean by that is we have tons and tons and tons of ideas about what we want to do and where we want to go and who we want to work with and the directors we want to audition for and the agents we want to be represented by and the casting directors we want us to be seen by and all the rest of it. And that's when it becomes chaotic because it's not organised. So what's the first step then in transforming your acting dreams into actual lived success? The first thing is you have got to create a mission. You have to give yourself a mission so you know why you're doing this. It's got to be more than just, I want to be an actor because I love it. That is a given. I know you love acting. I love acting. And I shared in a previous podcast that my mission is very, very, very big. And I'll share it again with you if you didn't listen to episode 47. But my mission is to change the world one audience member at a time. And because that mission is so big and I'm so passionate about it and it means so much to me and I feel it in my heart, that means that I show up for my acting career daily. It doesn't mean every single day I'm casting something. That's not what it is. It means behind the scenes, I am always doing something that will propel me forwards with my acting career. So what is your mission statement with your acting? And what I want you to think about is how it will serve others as well as yourself. So if you're thinking about becoming an actor just for the money, you're going to quickly see that that's quite surface level. There's not a lot of depth to that because in the beginning, you're not actually going to be making the money that you probably imagine that A-list actors are making or TV actors are making or stage actors are making. And what will happen is you'll wind up pretty disappointed. So how does your acting career serve others as well as yourself? When I look at my mission statement, it serves myself as well because I get to do what I love by sharing stories with other people, and I also get the joy in seeing people enjoy my performances, and I get the joy in hearing people say to me, wow, that really touched me deep. That's what I'm passionate about. That doesn't mean that that's going to be your mission statement. Yours could be completely different and it's absolutely fine, but try and make it bigger than yourself because that will make you more committed to your acting dreams and goals. So then when you're feeling demotivated, which by the way, from time to time we will all feel, you'll still be committed to it and you won't quit forever and have big long periods where you quit. So that's the first thing, create a mission statement, and that's the reason why you're doing this. The second step in transforming your acting dreams into actual tangible success is you need to create a schedule. So when are you going to work on both the craft, which is your performance skills, and the business of acting? When can you fit this into your week? And you absolutely should be working on both. So when are you going to do that? It doesn't mean you need to spend 8 hours a day, all day, every day on both of these things. That's unrealistic. Many of you will have day jobs. Many of you will be carers. Many of you will be parents. You're going to have other commitments. But when can you realistically do this? Even if it is an hour a week on the business of acting and an hour a week on the craft of acting. When can you schedule this into your day where you're not going to feel overwhelmed, you're not going to feel unorganized, you're not going to feel stressed, you're going to feel quite expansive and you're going to feel creative and you're going to feel motivated. And if that has to be a Sunday morning, fine, you do that. If it has to be a Saturday evening, perfect. If it's a Friday night, perfect. Everybody's going to be different, but you must create a schedule and stick to it. Now, me personally, I'm a very visual person. So I have to stick things up where I will see them. Usually that place is the fridge because that's the one place that you, or I anyway, visit regularly. Now, if you're visual like me, I encourage you to do something similar. And the other thing I do is I pop it in my phone and give myself a reminder. And we're going to come back to this a little bit later on. So create a schedule and stick to it. Don't create a schedule and then do nothing with it. Create the schedule and then get to work on those little windows of time that you've given yourself. The third step then in transforming your acting dreams from just simply being dreams in your head to actual success in reality is creating a vision. So creating a vision is a little bit different to a mission, which we covered in step 1. A mission is the why, the vision is the what. What is it that you see yourself doing? Who do you see yourself working with? What type of characters do you see yourself playing? What kind of directors do you see yourself working with? What type of productions do you see yourself in? And I would encourage you to spend an hour working, not even working on your vision, but just allowing yourself to either journal on it or allowing yourself to daydream, allowing yourself to get inspired, get into that space of inspiration. So create your vision and write it up. Write it somewhere. Again, if you're visual like me, you'll want to stick it somewhere so you see it all the time. If you're an auditory person, you might want to record what your vision is and come back and listen to it often. But when you've got your vision clear and it's out of your head, you are going to be more likely to stick to it. How exciting is that? So let's come to the 4th step then. I've already touched on this already, I kind of preempted it. But the 4th step is stick your schedule in your calendar with reminders. So as I've already told you, I'm visual, so I stick it on the fridge, but I also put reminders in my phone because it's so easy to get caught up in life and forget. Even though acting is constantly on our minds, of course it is, because we love it and we want nothing, well, we do want other things as well, but we want nothing else than to do the job we love for the rest of our lives. It is so easy to forget. It's so easy to forget that, today I'm supposed to be dedicating 1 hour to the business of acting, and today I'm supposed to be dedicating 1 hour to the craft of acting. So stick it in your phone, in your calendar, and put recurring reminders in. So then the 5th step is every week on a Sunday, I want you to set yourself small goals for the week ahead that are going to help you with your business vision. Your business vision is your acting vision. And I also want you to review the past week. So what worked, what didn't, what lessons have you learned, and how can you take them forwards into the following week? So you're setting goals for the week ahead based on what happened the week before. When you're doing that, you are creating structure and routine. And you remember in the beginning, I said you've got to start thinking like a business. This helps you do that. This helps you keep organised. This helps you stay practical. It helps you think like, yes, I'm a business and there are action steps I've got to take. And if I don't do these, there are consequences. And if I do these, there are also consequences, as in positive ones, positive repercussions. Okay, next step then, you need to get very, very clear and honest with yourself and ask, which business of acting skills need developing? What is it that I am lacking in the business of acting that really needs developing for me to allow myself to create more visibility around my acting career and my performances and who I am as an actor in the industry? And then the final step is exactly the same, but we switch it up into performance. So which performance skills need developing? Do I need to develop my emotional performance skills, my ability to connect to and express my emotions with clarity and authenticity? Or do I need to develop my character skills? Or do I need to develop my script analysis skills? Or do I need to develop my imagination? Do I need to develop my ability to relax into roles and to relax into performances? So you want to write this down again, because when you write it down, it's clearer. It's not cluttering up your mind. It's not taking up space. So I'm going to run through these very quickly to recap them. So the 7 steps to transform your acting dreams into actual tangible success are: number 1, create a mission. Number 2, create a schedule. Number 3, create a vision. Number 4, stick your schedule in your calendar with reminders. Number 5, goal set and review every single week. Number 6, discover which business of acting skills need developing. Number 7, discover which performance skills need developing. When you've done that and you can stick to these 7 steps, you are going to create the success that you're after. It might not happen in the first month. In fact, it probably won't. So take the pressure off yourself. We're talking about expanding the timeline here over the entirety of 2023. If you do this 52 weeks of the year, or even 48 or 50 weeks of the year, you are creating very good habits that will back up the success that you're after. And you can't possibly not achieve what you want, because you will be taking action in line with your dreams and your mission and your vision. So has this been useful? If it has, I would love to hear from you. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can either email me, louise@standbymethod.com, and put podcast in the subject line and let me know how you found this episode. Or you could rate and review. So if you're listening on Spotify, Audible, Google Music, rate and review. This really helps us spread the word of this podcast, and it helps us help more actors like yourself. And finally, I want to remind you that we have got an absolutely amazing 2-hour online practical character development workshop on Sunday the 29th of January. You can be from anywhere in the world to take this. There are only 3 method acting exercises you need to amplify your character work, and they are the exact exercises I'm going to be teaching you and passing on to you in this free of charge 2-hour online workshop. So make sure you save your place by clicking the link underneath the podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye! I have absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, aspiring actors. Now, if you did, I'd really love you to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and leave a review. And if you would like weekly injections of inspiration, you'd like mini method acting challenges to keep you making progress with your dreams, come and join the most supportive acting community online by clicking the link in the notes to help you become an unstoppable actor.